an interview.
Are you Sarah?
Yeah.
Sarah, I'm Barb Suyama, yes. I was expecting you about 20 minutes ago, though.
Well, I had all kinds of problems today getting... Oh, my gosh, there goes one of my nails. I had so many problems, and there's construction out there.
Oh, well, I have some time. Why don't we get started anyway?
Okay. All right.
As you know, this position is for a full-time nursing assistant position at our Kenosha Nursing Home facility.
Did I hear you say nursing home? I thought this was a hospital.
No, it's a nursing home. Is that going to make a difference for you?
No, I guess not if the pay is okay.
Okay. Well, why don't we start out by having you have you tell me a little bit about yourself.
Well, I really like pretty things. I like to collect things. I like perfume really a lot. I have a new perfume on. You want to check it?
Oh, that must be. I have allergies. It smells very nice.
Oh, okay.
But,
all right.
I may be sneezing a lot during this.
Okay.
What special skills do you have for this position?
Well, I babysat my brothers when they were growing up, and you know, I worked at a truck stop too, so I really kind of know a lot about people.
Okay, well, good. Well, why are you interested in working specifically for our nursing home?
Well, it's pretty close to my home, so it'd be really easy to get here. So.
Okay. Do you have any questions for me, Sarah?
Well, oh my gosh, that's my cell phone. Just a minute. Yeah. All right, I'll be there. I'm at an interview right now, you know. Yeah, okay. All right, bye. Sorry, it was my daycare.
Oh, so did you have any questions for me?
Well, I guess I'd like to know how much it pays.
Well, our salary is competitive with other nursing homes in the area.
Okay. All right. Oh my gosh, is that the time? I'm sorry, but I got to catch a bus. I can't miss that today. I got to get to the daycare.
Oh,
so,
well.
I forgot to ask you. Am I going to have to work overtime on this job?
Approximately 8 hours a month, yes.
Oh, okay. All right. Thanks.
Well,
Bye.
bye. That interview could have gone a lot more smoothly. Here are some tips that could have helped Sarah not only to give a better impression, but also to get information about the position she's applying for. When setting up an interview, be sure to write down the date and time that your interview is scheduled. Also, get the address of the company and be sure to get any special office number or building that you're supposed to look for. Find out the name of the person or persons that you're going to be interviewing with and ask how long you should allow this interview to take. Before the day of your interview, it's a good idea to go to the company website to get some information about the facility. For example, you can find out the size of the facility and what services they offer, whether it's nursing home, home care, or assisted living. If there is no website, you may find other information in newspaper articles or other kinds of publications. Staff at a workforce development center or the library can help you find that information. You can also prepare answers to typical interview questions prior to your interview. Be ready to answer questions such as, why do you want to work for this facility? What are your strengths? What special skills do you have? And why did you leave your last position? And many interviewers start the interview by saying, tell me a little bit about yourself. Practicing your answers out loud with a friend or in front of a mirror will make you feel more confident when you're in the actual interview situation. And remember that an interview is a two-way conversation. Of course, the employer wants to find out if your skills are a good fit for the job, but your job in the interview is to find out if the job is a good fit for you. Think about questions you may want to ask the employer. You may want to find out how the position became available. You will also want to know what kind of orientation and how long the orientation will be that they will provide for you. You may also want to know if you will be given opportunities to work overtime, and if so, how often. It's helpful to write these questions down and bring them with you to the interview. You should never ask about pay at the first interview. It will make you seem as if you're more interested in money than in doing a good job. During an actual interview, it's natural to feel a little nervous, but by preparing, you'll lessen that feeling greatly. Be sure your clothes are neat and clean and that you're dressed appropriately for an interview. A rule of thumb is to dress as if you are going to attend a church service. It's inappropriate to chew gum or wear perfume or aftershave, just as it's inappropriate to do these things on the job. Arrive at your interview approximately 5 to 10 minutes early. Arriving any earlier than that will make you seem over-anxious. Many people drive to the location of the interview a few days prior to the actual time. That will help them determine how long it takes to get there to ensure that they'll arrive when they want to. It's critically important to call the interviewer if you are sick or an emergency comes up that will prevent you from keeping your interview appointment. Interviewers understand that emergencies happen and will be happy to reschedule. However, if you don't call, it's very unlikely that they'll be willing to set up another appointment with you. Greet the interviewer with a smile, a handshake, and make eye contact. When invited to take a seat, remember to sit up straight and just rest your hands on your lap. Two of the most common mistakes people make when interviewing is to ramble on when they're answering a question or to not really answer the question that the interviewer is asking. Remember to listen carefully to the interviewer's question, and when you've answered the question, simply stop talking. At the end of the interview, be sure to find out what the next step is. If the interviewer doesn't tell you, be sure to ask if someone's going to call you, and if so, when. And you can make a great impression on an interviewer if you take the time to send a thank you note after the interview. Believe it or not, very few individuals take the time for this common courtesy. Even if you don't get the job for which you're applying, it leaves a positive, good impression on an interviewer for the next time that you may be applying for a position at that facility. Let's take a minute to see how Sarah's interview goes when she follows some of the tips I've mentioned.